Hey guys, as some of you know, I just picked up this hard driving game for the Sega Genesis recently, and haven't played it now. I have to say this is a really awesome game. Actually, I really like this game. Kind of reminds me of the old PC games I used to play, games like Stunts, early 3D racing games. This one's a little more simple. There's only one car, you can't pick your car, but this was an arcade game, and it was released to the Sega Genesis in 1991. It was done by a company called Sterling Silver, I believe, and pretty much programmed by a few guys. And these guys were pretty much the guys that did most of the 3D games on the Sega Genesis. There weren't a whole lot of 3D games on the Sega Genesis, other than, obviously some of the good ones like Virtual Racing with the SVP chip. But this game here achieves like a true 3D polygon, environment without any special hardware. So they used a lot of programming tricks to get 3D out of the Sega Genesis, which really shouldn't have been able to do. So it does run really slow. That's the first thing that you're going to notice. It runs really slow, like 4 or 5 frames per second, incredibly slow. The controls aren't as bad as I thought, because although the game runs slow, the controls aren't completely as laggy as the graphics are. It's kind of hard to explain. I mean, it is a little hard to control, but it's certainly playable once you get used to it. So anyways, here's the game. I'll get the thing on video, that'll help. There we go. So there it is, Sterling Silver Software. These are the guys that program the game, like I was saying. Now there's not too many options, like I said, you can't pick your car, but you can pick auto or manual. And there's a clutch. I repeat, there is a clutch in this game. You actually have to press the C button to engage the clutch to change gears. So, I mean, pretty cool for a Genesis game at the time. I wouldn't expect, Oh, I'm gonna go off to the right. You can go straight. Straight is the speed track, or you take this off to, or you take this off to the right, and this is the stunt track. So kind of like Stunts, like I said, there is like, jumps and loops and stuff, so it's kind of why it reminds me of Stunts. If you haven't checked out Stunts, that's an awesome game. And you can't go too fast over that or you'll crash into the ground. Looks like a Hummer there. That's awesome. So here's the loop. Basically you have to get enough speed, but you don't want to get too much speed. It gets really hard to control, especially there's the frame rate, like ridiculously low there. So kind of hard to... just head onto a semi there. Every time you crash, it gives you a replay. But, yeah, anyways. So basically, you gotta get the checkpoints, not run out of time. Typical racing game. No, with Stunts. Every time you crash, obviously, you waste time. Here we got the bank. And you can't go too fast, or obviously, exactly what happens there. It pulls you off the road, and you smash up when you land. So try that again. Now, like I said, it's pretty playable. I mean, it runs a little slow, but once you get used to it, it's fun. So I'll do the speed run this time. Instead of going to the right, I'll just go straight through here. So now there's no ramps, there's no loops. It's just, do a lap as fast as you can. Look at those 3D graphics. I mean, considering we're talking about a Sega Genesis here, I mean, it's what, a 5 megahertz processor and no 3D hardware. Really a system that you wouldn't expect to handle any 3D capabilities whatsoever, without the help of the SVP chip or the 32X, but these guys pulled it off. So there's a speed limit. Now I qualified for the championship. So the whole point of this is you gotta get around the track fast enough to qualify for the championship. Now apparently I just have to... See, I thought when you finished when you went over the finish line, it would finish the race for you. Apparently not. So I'm just gonna let the time run out because I have qualified for the championship. It doesn't really matter what I do now. I want to race the guy, and that's the whole point. So it's going to boot me out now, and the championship is a race against Phantom challenges you. No crashing, only 10 seconds off-road. So here we're both going to go through the stunt. We're both going to go, there he is there. Basically, I just want to beat him. Right? Now he has like a ghost car, and that's why I could go through him without crashing. It's not like an actual... You're not supposed to be able to hit him. He's like a ghost car, basically. Pretty good through that loop there, I must say. See, like I said, once you get the hang of this game, it handles really well. I mean, you know, but the fact that the screen, the frame rate is really slow, but fuck. And I'm disqualified because can't crash. I almost made it through there. So there's me, I win, and that's hard driving. It's a pretty good game. I like it.